Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I have another layout for you, and this one is really cute and fun for Christmas again, of course. And I used mainly the Hip Kit main kit from November 2019, but the cut file I believe is from the December exclusive cut files. And like I said, the rest of the product is pretty much from the kit. The paper that I cut the wreath from is from the Make-A-Wish. It's the Hip Kit exclusive papers. And Be Merry is the background paper, which is also Make-A-Wish. So that little December or November, I'm sorry, November collection was basically a lot of exclusives that were holiday related from the Hip Kit Club. So this is a picture of my fireplace. So we love to build fires in the winter, and I really dislike the cold. And I believe this was the first fire. I don't normally take tons of fireplace pictures. So I believe this was the first fire that we had built in the fireplace. And I just think at night when I have the candles going and I've kind of set the tone in order to sit down and spend some time with Bab, that the fireplace is just beautiful. And so I wanted to capture that moment and do a little bit of journaling on the back about how that is something that we do just because it helps us spend time together, and we really enjoy a nice cozy fire. So the title is going to be Stay Cozy, because that is exactly how I felt about this picture. So I did dig into a bunch of the kit and their Make-A-Wish collection, ephemera, stickers, die cuts. There is just a ton of products that I used from that collection. These little stars, though, are from So Frosty, which I believe was the month before's collection. So I just had a couple of those extras, and they worked perfectly on the layout. And you're going to see me dig around and start to build my clusters, which I like to do. I know on my last video I spoke a little bit about self-care, and I wanted to do that again. Just if there's anybody out there, I mean, you can kind of tune out and turn off the sound if you don't want to hear about this, because I know that's not really why you're tuning into Scrapbook videos. But I just think at this time it's really important if I can just help one person to be a little less anxious and a little calmer during these times, because the world has changed, and I just want to continue to offer whatever help I can. So this is a small way for me to do that, and I'll keep it brief. But last time I talked about self-care, I gave you 3 good ideas for self-care, and I wanted to give you 3 more while I build out this layout, which I feel is pretty self-explanatory. But if you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments section below, and I always check my comments. So another reason for self-care, another thing you can do for self-care to help you stay positive during this crisis, is to kind of tune in to how you're feeling, and try to match music with a feeling of calmness, right? So you check in with yourself. How am I feeling? What do I want to feel like? And music is a great motivator to change any feelings of stress or feelings of uncertainty. So it really has positive psychological effects. Classical music has been shown to build neurotransmitters and neurons, neurotransmitter effectiveness in neurons. And, just maybe put on some spa music, or get yourself in a Zen frame of mind. Maybe even some upbeat jazz if you want to feel energized, or maybe if you're feeling frightened, you could put on some music that's more empowering. And, Beyonce's got a few of those. So I like to light a candle. Some people like to use a diffuser and add some incense or essential oils into your space to help change your mood as well. And so, scents are closely tied to human emotion, right? So if there's a smell that calms you down, like vanilla or lavender, or something that peps you up, like peppermint, I highly recommend you try that as well. So another self-care tip I wanted to give you was to take this opportunity while you're stuck at home to tidy a space or to declutter a space so that your mind can feel decluttered, and that helps reduce anxiety. So kind of pick a space, maybe it's your bedroom closet or some old clothes that you have worn out or you can't fit into or too big, whatever the case may be, and just try to declutter something in your life that can take as little as 10 minutes. It's not a lot of time, but you'd be surprised what you can get done in 10 minutes. So that could certainly help. And then, of course, I'm a personal trainer, and I really believe in breathing, deep breathing, and stretching. So breathing exercises can vastly improve your brain health. Really increases positivity, decreases emotional reactivity, and there's just a lot of health benefits. So if you're feeling particularly anxious, combining breathing and stretching exercises can help you feel much more relaxed. Most often we think of the physical benefits of stretching, but there are also a lot of mental benefits. Not self-care, but it is self-care, but there's a lot of mental benefits to that as well. So those are just 3 more tips that I wanted to give you on self-care. I'm going to try to have a video for you every other day this week. I got a chance to edit a ton of videos, and so all I have to do is go back and narrate them, and I really wanted to put my mind to a way that I could help and relay some information during this time. So I am putting my title on now, that Stay Cozy. I believe that was in my stash, and it's American Thinker's Chill collection, and that was probably based on one of the more popular, Snow and Cocoa, or what was the other one? I don't think it's Simple Seasons is tied to Thickers, but maybe I'm wrong. It's probably Crepe Paper's Snow and Cocoa or something like that. But I added a few sprigs of leaves from that sticker set just to kind of tie in around the page, because that was going to be the only gold that I had on that page. But I do like how I clustered the trees at the bottom, and that little snowman I had fussy cut from the frost. It's paper called Frosted. It was from the Crepe Paper Snowflake collection. And then I think everything else was pretty much from the kit. I did manage to tuck in just a little bit of messy thread here. I've kind of gotten away from that, but I wanted to do it on this layout because it seemed to work well with the movement of the wreath. And so I like that little addition. I am going to trim off just a little bit from the bottom here just to give it a little bit of grounding, and tuck one of my scraps behind it in a light pink. It's very, very subtle, so you kind of have to look for it. But that pretty much ties up the loose ends, I think, on this layout. I think that completes it. But hopefully I've shared some tips with you today that are going to help you out. I plan on doing that on the next video as well. Please give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. I would really like to put into practice some of my health coaching into some of my videos, just to kind of help my subbies, and just to possibly give you some tips and ideas on how to live healthier lives. So, that picture's upside down. But anyway, I will have another video for you very soon. I'm sorry the pictures are upside down and sideways. That's kind of weird. But I appreciate you watching. Ta-ta for now. Bye.